Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Shivam here, and today we're going to be checking out everything that we learned from the newest Apple event that occurred today. So we got some pretty interesting items. Just to recap, we got the Apple Watch Series 6, the Apple Watch SE, the Series 3 got a price cut, Fitness Plus subscription service, the AppleOne subscription service, iPad 8th Gen, and iPad 4. So I'm going to try and go as fast as possible, cover everything that they added, in case you didn't want to watch the monstrous event that they had laid out today. You know, most of it's always fluff. They have stuff about letters that they've received from their customers, about how the products have changed their lives, or about being eco-friendly. But I'll skip all that and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know, so stay tuned. Alright, so first let's get into the Apple Watch Series 6, which actually brought some new improvements that I don't think a lot of people expected. So first up, we've got some new casing colors. Now I talked about this in my previous video, where I'd like to see them add like a red or a blue. And this year they actually came out with a red casing color, blue, gold, and space gray. So now you have a little more options. You can customize your case as well as your watch bands. And the big thing that they're trying to push this year is the new blood oxygen sensor. Basically, you can calculate your blood oxygen at any moment you want right from your wrist. It takes about 15 seconds. And the reason why you would want this is because the changes in blood oxygen, they can tell you about any respiratory conditions ahead of time. So of course they're tackling that health approach. Now the next one is they're adding their new Apple Silicone chip, the S6, which we will talk about in a little bit. And they've changed the always-on display a little bit more. It's now 2.5 times brighter. They've also added a new elevation sensor. So let's say you're hiking or you're at some high place and you want to check the elevation. You can do that right from your wrist with their new sensor. And they've also added new watch faces that will be coming to watchOS 7. So there's a GMT watch face, which can show you multiple time zones. There's an art watch face, which is kind of like a person's face, but they added the time over their eyes. It's an acquired taste. There's a Memoji face as well as a striped face, which you can show your pride or if you want to represent any specific sport team. Now this next thing I think is really, really cool. Family setup. Basically, you can use your iPhone to pair multiple watches. So let's say you have an Apple Watch for yourself and you have your iPhone, but your kid also needs a new device. You want to be able to call them when they're out, or even your parents. If you want to do something like that, you can easily do it by pairing your iPhone to multiple watches. Basically, they're going to get their own phone number. You can track their activity and location, but it requires a Series 4 cellular model or up. And that's going to start at $399 for the GPS model. Next up, we got Apple Watch SE. And this is crazy. It comes in the Series 6 body. It has a Series 6 display. It comes with an S5 chip, which is still 2 times faster than Series 3. It comes in a cellular model, and it's for $279 for the GPS model. And lastly, of course, they've cut the price down for the Series 3 to $199. And the best thing is that you can order all of those watches starting today. Alright, next up we got a new service, which is called Fitness Plus. Basically, as you can tell from the name, it's a fitness service. It's going to give you access to personal trainers that will help you out with your workout, but virtually. You'll get a catalog of videos that you can watch while working out. And when you play a video on your phone, it's automatically going to turn on the workout on your watch. A pretty cool feature. Your activity and workout summary is shown on your iPhone, and you can change it depending upon your workout. Say, for example, the trainer says, check your heart rate in the middle of the workout. Your heart rate will show up automatically on your iPhone screen for you to see. It's pretty cool for trainers or people looking to get into shape. Apple says that new workouts will be added every week from Apple's own trainers, and you'll also get access to music suggestions and playlists from Fitness Plus. This is going to cost you $9.99 a month, or if you pay for the whole year, it's going to be $79.99. And one subscription will be able to be used across your family, so you'll be able to have multiple users for this subscription model. It's going to be available in the countries shown on screen, and Apple says that it's going to be available before the end of the year. So 2021, you'll be able to start using this. And you'll also get 3 months free with any new purchase of the Apple Watches. Another cool thing that Apple is adding is called AppleOne. Now, basically what this is going to do, is it's going to take all of the Apple subscription services that they currently have and it's going to put it all into one easy payment for you. The subscriptions that they're going to include are iCloud, Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade, Apple News Plus, and of course Apple Fitness Plus. Now, their pricing scheme is a little bit weird because if you go for the lowest option, you're not going to get access to all of these. Essentially, what they're saying is that once you go for the higher option, you'll have access to all 6 of them, but some of the lower priced options will give you only 4. So I'll throw up the prices on screen because, the pricing system is a little bit weird. And also, you'll get a 30-day free trial and it'll be available this fall. Alright, now let's move on to the iPads, and we got a little bit of a surprise here. So, a lot of analysts were expecting that we just get the iPad Air 4. However, we also got the iPad 8th Gen. So this has the same design, but it's got new specs. So it's going to get the A12 Bionic chip, a 4-core GPU, a 6-core GPU, and Apple says that it's going to be 2 times faster graphics performance than the previous iPads. It's going to start at $329, but for the education pricing, it's going to be $299, and you can order that today. Alright, and now is what everyone was expecting, the iPad Air 4. So here you're going to get the iPad Pro design. It's going to have an all-screen display, but it's going to have a single camera similar to the first gen iPad Pros. And they're also introducing some new colors. So you're going to get rose gold, sky blue, green, additionally the original space gray, and silver. It's going to have a liquid retina display and a 10.9-inch display size. It's going to be laminated, have True Tone, and the P3 color gamut. So it's safe to say that they're definitely giving you your bang for your buck, as they're including a lot of the higher end iPad Pro features into this cheaper form factor. Now, it's not going to have Face ID because those parts are a little bit more expensive, but you are getting Touch ID, and this is Touch ID like you've never seen before because now it's going to be integrated into the power button. So basically, you're just going to be able to unlock your device by pressing the power button. It'll automatically scan your finger and you'll be able to get into your phone. Apple says that they're using a new Sapphire system, but we've seen this on the previous iPhones like the iPhone 8 as they've coded that with Sapphire as well. You'll be able to use this to authenticate payments and open apps similar to Face ID or Touch ID on the previous iPhones. It's also going to have the new A14 Bionic chip, which is the first in the industry to use 5nm tech. Now, it's a little weird that they introduced this with the iPad. I thought that they would introduce this chip with the iPhones, but I guess they're going to save that for the October event. So this A14 chip is going to have a 40% faster CPU than the last iPad Air, a 30% graphics increase, and 2 times faster than the leading competitors. But their leading competitors were said to be like those HP laptops, and I don't think that the market is really similar for the iPad and an actual Windows laptop, but that's what Apple thinks. You're also going to get USB-C so you can connect things like your camera, SD cards, or any data transfer. And it's good to see Apple moving away from Lightning, especially on their iPad models. Just wish that they could do the same thing with their iPhones. In terms of cameras, you're going to get a 7-megapixel front camera, which is going to be able to do 1080p at 60 frames. Plus, you get a 12-megapixel rear camera, which can do 4K at 60. You're going to get that stereo sound as well, with dual speakers, similar to the more expensive premium iPads. And the best thing is that it's going to work with Apple Pencil 2, so you're going to be able to attach it to the side and charge it, similar to the iPad Pros. It's also going to work with the floating keyboard. Now, this keyboard is like half the price of this new iPad, so I don't really know how many people are going to buy it, but it's cool that you can in case you have one just, lying around. And finally, it's going to cost $599 and it will be available next month. Alright guys, and that's basically it. Now, this was a little bit bare bones, and I think a lot of people expected more from this event. We had AirTags, we had the AirPod Studios, the new iPhones, the Mac Silicone chips, but most likely they're going to jam-pack that all into the October event, so we'll have to wait for that. However, we still got some pretty exciting stuff today, like the new casing colors for the Apple Watch Series 4 that a lot of people didn't expect. That was just kind of hopeful thing that I had, and I mentioned that in the previous video as well. So I was pretty lucky to get that right. The Apple Watch SE got that Series 6 body instead of the Series 3 one that a lot of people were expecting. So that's looking to be a really good price for what you're getting. They added the new fitness subscription service, which no one saw coming, as well as the AppleOne subscription service, in which you can get all of their services in one payment. Then we got the iPad 8th Gen and the iPad Air 4 with that new iPad Pro design, all for a cheap price. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it helps the channel and it helps push my content to more people. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.